The Every Point Sports Podcast featuring Greg and Jack starts right now.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Every Point Sports Podcast. I am Jack Stache from Fantasy Farm Sports. We've got the old gamer GK Entertainment with us. Greg, they are so lucky they subscribe to this channel so that they can get Sunday picks. I just got to get it out. We were 9-3 last week. You guys made buckets of money.
Yeah. Good overall weekend for me. I did very, very well. I told you on Saturday, did well this Saturday too. We might have to start talking about doing a Saturday betting show too, because I've been killing it this year. I've been actually doing better in college football than I've been doing in NFL. Only because of a few key games here and there with the NFL, like that 1 week with Dallas and another week with Washington. Like if one of those two, like in the different weeks, like say Dallas hits, I win monster, but I did well. But if Dallas would have won, I hit monster. You know what I mean? Like monster for me is a couple $100, by the way.
Got to get you a Dallas hat. That's
so, yeah, no. You know what it was? I praised them. I finally gave them credit. What was that, last week, right? I finally gave them credit. Finally. And what do? They go ahead and they freaking blow it. They get crushed. They don't even look good. They look like crap. They were exactly who I said they were before last week.
Who did Dallas have again last week?
Oh, I forget who they played.
I
can't remember. We both like Dallas.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at it now. Maybe it was the week before with Dallas.
Who did they play last week?
I don't have them on my list for last week.
Let me see here.
I think they might have had. They were bye week last week. It was the week before.
Week before. All right, that's what it was then. Yeah. Well, who did they play?
Let's see.
We liked them. We liked them a lot too.
Let's see if we have it. Oh, it was Dallas and Denver. No. And you know what? I don't know if we liked them or whatever, but Dallas and Denver, we love the over. So that's our revised. But Dallas is tough. Dallas is, because their defense is so bad, and
no, they played the Cardinals on Monday night. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and we both like Dallas.
Yeah.
We've talked,
That's right.
Yep. All right, here we go. We got people in here. He wasn't the Bears one game. No, it wasn't. It was Arizona. You're right.
Arizona, yes.
Yep. No,
it was the Bears. The Bears played them.
It was Arizona, and but yeah, if that would have hit, I would have won. Nice, very, very nice. I would have been going to work with a bit of chest sticking out. So put it that way. So, anyways, we gave them too much credit. What's that?
This is how we get people to respond. We forget our bets. What do we bet? I don't know. We're betting a lot.
Yeah. Panthers was the big upset 3 weeks ago for Dallas. Yes.
I'm the Panther Whisperer.
Yes.
If you guys ever see a panther in the woods.
Yes. R.I.P. Kinland. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a sad story. We don't want everyone see anybody take their life for any reason. But yeah, our prayers go out to the family.
It's tough.
Yeah, absolutely.
To the docket we go.
To the docket. But yeah, anyways, 9-3 last week, guys. So pay attention. We're gonna make some money this week again. First game. Let's see. Right now we got a minute 27 left in the Indy Falcons game.
Jonathan
Indy
Taylor
is down by 3.
No.
Let's see here. We got first game. We got the Buffalo Bills at Miami Dolphins. Bills are giving 6.5. Over under is 50.5. Bills are negative 455. Miami is at plus 350.
How
Miami was sellers. What's that?
Yes. Go ahead.
Miami was sellers. They got rid of Phillips. They didn't get rid of anybody else. Thought a couple more people were going to be moved. I thought Bradley Chubb was going to be moved, possibly one of their running backs, and also Fitzpatrick was rumored to be moved. None of those guys were moved, but Phillips was. They are in a selling mode. I don't like the 8.5 here, though. I don't. Miami always plays Buffalo hard. Buffalo didn't look great last week. They look good, but not great. Except for freaking, what's his name? Oh, that tight end. What's his name? Kincaid was tearing it up. But besides that, yeah. Anyways, this is a division game. 8.5 points is a lot for any division game. Overall, I think the Bills are going to win this and win this handily, but 8.5 is a lot. I can't take the 8.5. I think this is going to be like a 7-point game. I'll take the money line with a parlay, or I'll take Miami with the 8.5.
So I guess we'll talk about their first game, right? Their first meeting was on Thursday night. I think the point spread was sitting around 11.5, 12. That's where it was nimbly moving, right? I think it got to about, it got all the way down to around 9.5. And I still liked Miami. It was early on in the season. It was do or die to see whether they were going to fight or not fight for McDaniels. They like McDaniels. They did fight for McDaniels. But I think we're in a different spot here. I still think McDaniels can coach. I think his general manager did a really good shot, really fantastic job of signing all the wrong players, which is why he's out on the freeway with his thumb out. McDaniels was made Band-Aid all of the problems there for years, and you can only do it for so long, Greg. I mean, you can only shine it as long as you possibly can. Okay, the Tyreek Hill and the Tua, you shouldn't have given them longer than you should have. And then he had to keep coming up with the same plays. The league caught up, and here we are. With that being said, I don't believe McDaniels is going to survive this weekend. I just kind of think that Buffalo's going to come to Miami. The pressure is going to be on the owner, because this just feels like one of those that's gone from so this line opened, I think, at 9.5. It's currently, I have it at Hard Rock down to 8.
Okay.
And normally that would signal, oh, there's people coming in on Miami. Like you said, I just think Buffalo's going to walk in there and beat them by 14, maybe almost 20.
I mean, they possibly could.
Doesn't it feel that way? It feels like
it just seems like that game is always closer than what it should be. And I'm just going with history.
I'm with you, but you traded away all my friends. Like Philip, oh, he's not there. Oh, all your friends in this past week are now gone. So you don't even have anybody to bitch to on the sideline if things aren't going well. And I just think that, we got to make a tougher block is not going to work if Buffalo goes up 10-0. Block this. I'm going home. I mean, what is this? Right? And nobody wants to quit, but you reach a certain level. What are they, 2-7?
Yeah.
And you traded away all my friends.
Just looking at this Indiana game, our Indianapolis game and Atlanta, Indy is down
tied, right?
to their, what's that?
Tied. Just tied up.
Is it tied now?
25,
I didn't see the field goal kicked yet. This is ESPN app, so they're always behind.
Ooh,
but I know they were down. So you said it's a tie game right now?
Hard Rock.
Tie game. Yep, tie game right now. So that's what's going on with that game. Probably going to go in overtime.
Yeah.
All right. So
give me Buffalo on the money line if you want to be, but if you guys really want to gamble? You want to gamble? I really think Buffalo's going to win by 14. It just feels like it's going to be 40-20. And they're going to come in there and the Boo Birds will be singing, or the Boo Fins. I don't know, but I just think that it's really hard to fire your general manager almost the day after everyone's traded away. And then McDaniels is going to survive that. I mean,
well, they did say when they fired the general manager, they said that McDaniels is there at least till the end of the season. They didn't say anything beyond. They said till the end of the season.
Yeah. Well, so maybe the owner had a conversation with him, but it's just going to be,
I mean, it's kind of, I get why you would do that, but right now you don't have a general manager in place. You have an interim general manager. You're going to have an interim head coach. I say keep McDaniels till the
yeah.
end of the year. See, talk to whoever you hire as a GM. See if those two could work together. If not, and then have the GM have a head coaching job search.
Yeah. And then Jaden Daniels, you know what's going to happen with Mike McDaniels? Mike McDaniels
Bring him back to the Niners like Robert Saul.
He'll get fired. Stefanski will get fired. He'll get the Cleveland job. He'll put on 60 pounds. He'll grow a double chin, a fat beard. You know how he does it. He's like witness protection.
All right. So again, guys, I'm not taking this game, but by history, if I had to, I'm taking the 8.5 with Miami, but I'm with Jack. Money line, absolutely, because Buffalo will win this. There's no ifs and buts about it. It's just by how much. I personally think it's going to be like a 7-point game.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Next, we got Baltimore Ravens at the Minnesota Vikings. Ravens are giving 4.5. Over under is 48.5. Ravens are at -230 money line. Vikings are at +190 money line. Listen, we both wrote the Vikings off last week. I said how I thought they were an improved team. They still have talent, but they're not playing up to par. So they did play very well last week. They beat a Lions team that we both thought would win. So
I took Minnesota +9.
What's that?
I took Minnesota +9.
I took the money line. I thought the Lions were going to win hands down.
We both got to it, but when I weighed my things, I kind of honestly, I have it circled right here. I took Minnesota +9 because even though I liked Detroit to win the game, I just something I felt about in my heart. I bash Minnesota all the time. I love those people. I love their fans, and I just went +9. They got a good coach. They've taken some losses. Is Lamar Jackson playing this week?
Yeah.
Or is that fake news?
No, he's playing.
Okay. I'm just trying.
And that's the reason. And listen, I like the Ravens here because the Ravens' back is against the wall. They need to win. There's no ifs and buts about it. They have to pretty much treat every game from now on till the end of the season as a playoff game. Even though the Vikings are playing much, much better football, JJ looked like a way better quarterback and a way more capable quarterback than he did before he got hurt against a very, very good Lions defense. So on that, 4.5 seems about right. I'm taking the money line with the Ravens. I think ultimately they're going to win this game because they need it. Yeah, so that's where I'm going with that.
I like it. I here's what my Nick Ward, did he call me a swine?
Yeah.
Well, I rooted for them last week. So here's what I feel about this game. Over under is 49. A lot of points. And when 49 or 51 get involved, not a 47, I don't know, whatever reason in my brain, in my mind, right? I sit there 49. God, it feels like some team's going to win by 3. Then maybe they do. And maybe it's Baltimore. But we're in Minnesota. And if a field goal, not me. Yes. All right, great. I'm back on Nick Ward's good grace. I took those Vikings. Oh, yeah. I pillaged too.
Listen, I said good things about the Vikings last week. I just thought they would lose.
And you side with the Vikings much more than I do. But, when we make money and on the Vikings, it's sweet. But this 4 points, it smells weird to me. I really like
4.5.
4.5. You got 4.5. I got 4. So they think it's going to land within that mark. And I just kind of think we'll take Baltimore because, like you said, they need it more. They have to get to 500 pretty quick.
I'm not taking the points, by the way. I'm taking the money line. The money line's only -230. There's still room for me to make some money. There's still room for me to meat on the bones there. It's not too high. But I'm not touching the 4.5. I'm with you. I think it could possibly come down to a 3-point game very easily. These are two very good teams.
Yeah.
Despite their record, they are two very good teams, despite both of their records.
Yeah, I mean, the record's in the eyes. I mean, trust your eyes, don't trust the record. And if they look in shambles, they are. But, you could look at a 2-7 team and be like, okay.
Listen,
we like
both of these teams could go on a run and make the playoffs very easily. Very easily.
Yeah.
We like
Baltimore here.
Yeah, we both like Baltimore. All right, next we got the New York Giants at the Chicago Bears. Giants are getting 4.5. Over under is 45.5. Giants are plus 180 on the money line. Bears are at negative 218 money line. Who the heck did the Bears play last week? They had Bengals. The Bengals, that play to Loveland at the end. Oh, and I had the Bengals. That game hurt me last week. That killed. I was not happy at all. I can't believe there was 50-something seconds left, and Caleb pulled it out. He got the win. Listen, I understand it's against the Vikings or against the Bengals defense. They're horrible. In case I didn't say, they're horrible. But listen, they won. Caleb showed that he has a little bit of ice in his veins. That was a beautiful pass he hit up the seam to Loveland. That really was under pressure. So listen, as much as I will bash him, I will also give him credit. So he looked really good. On that point, I have to take the Bears here. They look like more of a complete team right now than the Giants. I know everybody's saying Jackson Dart. Yes, he's a nice injection into that team. They look much better with him under center than they did with Russell, even energy-wise. But unfortunately, you're missing two really good players on that offense with Scatterboo and Neighbors. It's really hard to keep that up. I just think the Bears won this game.
I have a great friend of the podcast. I don't want to call out his name because he doesn't ask for it ever. But one of my great friends of Fantasy Farm Sports, an older gentleman, he used to play for the New York Mets once upon a time. And he played with Nolan Ryan. And I asked him about Nolan Ryan, and I asked him how good he thought Nolan Ryan was. He said, well, he could throw the ball fast. And I said, well, thanks. We all knew Nolan Ryan could throw the ball fast. He goes, but he didn't believe in his pitches. When I played with Nolan Ryan, he wasn't what everybody talks about now. He ended up getting traded. Some of us ended up getting traded down the road as well. But when Nolan got traded to the Angels, he found a pitching coach, and he really found his confidence. And when he found confidence with that pitch and that arm, he was unbeatable. But everyone, make no mistake, everyone was hitting Nolan Ryan when he was just a rotational guy for the Mets. I mean, players on the Mets that you don't even know, we're hitting him. And I think the story's relevant here because Caleb Williams people were as a bust every other week. Caleb Williams is not a bust. No, I know.
I'll hold two hands up for that. I was the ringleader in that. Even coming out, I didn't like him coming out.
But last week, man, like when they did not stop Cincinnati from scoring again, I watched him not just stand up off the bench and walk out on the field. Like, we're going to find a way to get 40 yards here. And he threw the pass, and Loveland did the rest of it. But he was dialed in for a field goal with Kairos Henry. I just thought it was very interesting. Everyone wants to write everybody out. He's got all the tools. Now he needs confidence. That's it.
The most about that pass is I always talked about his 72% of his plays out was unscripted, coming out of college, blah, blah, blah. This play was structured. He was in the pocket when this play happened. He wasn't running outside the pocket, and it was in face of a blitz.
Yep.
So in face of a blitz, he was inside the pocket. It was in structure of the system. If he could keep doing that, listen, he's going to make me eat this hat right here. This hat, he's going to make me eat because, listen, I was, like I said, the ringleader against him. But listen, he's looked good. He really has. And if he could keep this up, but anyways, I do like him this week.
Yeah, he was in charge when there's a lame duck coaching regime. And now that there's a coach that's in charge, it's hey man, we'll sit in this locker room and we'll sock it out. Or you'll figure out how to beat that team. Caleb Williams really, him walking onto that field with just that. I mean, people talk about the eye of the tiger. Like, he had it, and he was mad, and he wasn't going to let them lose. And if you saw that, he is not a bust, and he has tools. And I do believe that Chicago has their franchise quarterback because he was the real deal. So, I know it's easy to write people off. It's really easy to write people off after 1 week. That's what we do now as a media because it's easy.
Yeah, we're living in the moment.
Let's look past a couple of the mistakes and allow people to have them and allow people to grow. I think it works better. I like Chicago to cover here, to be quite honest. I don't care.
I like him here too. Real quick, I want to touch base on something because they're not playing this week, so we won't be able to talk about them. But I think we need to talk about how unbelievable Flacco did against that Bears team last week. 500 yards, over 500, almost 500. I can't remember exactly what it was, but 40 years old, what he's doing right now, pretty incredible. So I just want to give him props.
Yeah, there'll be a goal.
They lost the game, but he did everything possible for them to win. When he sat down, they were winning.
There'll be a gold jacket in his future.
Yeah, and there should be. There should be.
I believe there's only 2 Joes in a playoff run that have ever thrown 11 touchdowns and no interceptions and won a Super Bowl. One is Joe Montana. The other is Joe Flacco. So.
You guys got lucky in that Super Bowl. Anyways. All right, next we got the New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers. Let's see here. Saints are getting 5.5. Over under is 38.5. Holy crap. Plus 200 money line for the Saints, negative 245 for Carolina. I do like Carolina here. Saints has show starting again. Show.
Shuck.
Shoe.
I said Shuck for 4 quarters.
Whatever his name is this week. We'll see what the announcers call him this week.
I mean, it's just that's how prepared they were to see him.
I know. That's why I'm making the joke.
Tyler Shuck. There's not even a K there.
Is it a shook? Is it a shoe? What is it?
There's not a K in Tyler or SHOUGH.
I don't think there's anything good here to say about the Saints. They're an aging team. They're a team that's not getting younger. They don't want to go on full rebuild mode. I mean, it's the same stuff I regurgitate every time we talk about the Saints. I like Carolina here. There's nothing to really talk about. Carolina's playing really good football right now. Or I can't say really good, but they're playing much improved football over last year. They're in the playoff hunt still. So, yeah, I like Carolina here.
What should the headline read in New Orleans, right? Saints need prayer, right? Hold on,
Hail Mary. They need Hail Mary, something.
I mean, you clutch your rosary. It's going to be a long one because that's where we're at here, right? New Orleans Saints, although it's a beautiful symbol, the fleur-de-lis, it isn't resonating with fans. Tyler Shuck show, it doesn't matter. Show me something. Show me Alvin Kamara with 100 yards. That won't happen. You just got rid of your fastest, best young receiver in Rashid Shaheed. That's gone. So, your number one wide receiver at this point is a 90-year-old Brandon Cooks. Your identity is nothing. You don't have announcers that can pronounce your quarterback's name because they're unprepared to even see him. Carolina Panthers have an identity. Dave Canales, you might not like Bryce Young, but as I said, give people a little bit of time. He has looked better. Their identity is not Bryce Young. Their identity is Rico Dowdle is coming to wreck the league. Yep. That dude's like, you didn't want to pay me? Fine. And you know what? Maybe that only works for a couple seasons. I don't care. Let me see the couple of seasons. Ricky Williams, when he came back from his marijuana retreat, I mean, brother, he was rolling. So if you show me a couple seasons worth of what you can do with your best effort, we like that. Carolina is going to get all over New Orleans today.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Next, we both like Carolina here. What do we got? We got Arizona at the Seattle Seahawks. Arizona is getting +7. Over under is 45.5. Arizona is at +270 money line, and Seattle is at -340 money line. Listen, Arizona's playing much better football now that they got rid of Kyler Murray, who probably will not be back next year,
In the
by
league.
all accounts.
In the league. He's gone.
Brissett is looking good there, right? Brissett.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah,
good
yeah,
quarterback.
Jacoby.
He's
Yep. Yeah, he looked good last week. Listen, he upset Dallas, which I was all over. But the reason why I chuckled when I was saying the over under here is because I think I love the over here. I love it. I love it. I love it. 45.5. Seattle's playing good offense. I know Seattle's playing good defense, but with Brissett under center, Arizona's scoring points. Let's not kid ourselves. So I do like the over here. I think ultimately Seattle wins this. I like Seattle here. I'm not sure about the 7 though, because it is a division game, and it is Brissett playing. So it is an unknown factor for them. Really, they haven't faced him. They faced Kyler Murray the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So, so again, I don't like the 7, but I do like Seattle on the money line. But I do love the over here at 45.5.
20. This game to me is screaming 28-24.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at it, and you said over. I don't even know what those two numbers added together are at this moment. But 28-24 to me feels like it's going to be the score. Arizona will participate. Jonathan Gannon's done a great job down there. I know that he's too tough. You know what? Jonathan Gannon's done a really good job, and he's going to. And this is by the way, the Arizona moving on from Murray was Gannon walking up into the office and going, "Hey, don't I get an opportunity like every other coach to pick my guy? I've built a pretty good culture here. I have a couple good things in place. Why don't I get an opportunity? You're just going to fire me in 2 years with this 5'3" midget that runs around, and then what? I can't build plays. He's not my guy." And they went,
Yep.
"That's true. He'll go to the IR then. If that's what you want to do,
Yep.
we like you." They like Gannon. Yep. They're going to be really kind of cool. And I'm not saying this is going to happen, but we never talk about it. So let's just for a second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, maybe. What if Arch Manning goes there? Right? I know the Arch Manning story has died over time, but you would get another Manning to Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
You know,
that would be cool.
I'm not saying it can, but, you know, as long as we're building storylines, that could be a fun one. It's not going to be Arizona's day in the sun because they're in gloomy Seattle. Seattle wins. They probably don't cover. You're right again.
All right, next. So we both like Seattle though on the money line, and we both like the over.
Yes,
45.5. Your numbers equaled 48.
Okay, 48. Yeah, 47, 48 is where I like. Yeah, okay, I like it. That's the
next. We got the Detroit Lions against the Washington Commanders. No Jalen Daniels, of course, with that nasty dislocated elbow. Which just news on that. No ligament damage, so it's not as bad as they thought. No surgery needed, which is good. All right. So on that note, I need glasses. 8.5. Detroit is giving 8.5. Over under is 49.5. The money line, Detroit is at -455. Washington's at +350. I don't think there's any way in HELL that Washington is even competitive in this game. I really don't. Detroit's coming off of a bad taste in their mouth with that loss against the Vikings. Bad taste. Campbell couldn't stop talking about it. And 2, they're without. I mean, we're without Jalen Daniels. We're without our guy. We're without our magic man, the guy that makes everything happen. Yeah, I like Detroit here all day. I don't even think it's going to be close.
I want to predict this because I just feel this is how I feel. I think you're right. But I think everyone's going to look at their TV screens and want to throw something through it, maybe the remote through it, when they see Washington up 7-0. And that'll be the last 7 points Washington scores the rest of the game. I just think Mariota finds a way to get them down the field. They get 7-0, and then Campbell goes, "Give me a helmet." And they go, "Coach, you can't." He goes, "It's my team." And then they win like 38-7 or something like that. That's what I think happens. There's not a lot here. It was billed for Blockbuster, but we all know that Blockbuster has been out of business, just like this Washington football team. We'll take Detroit here and move along.
And also the Washington's defense isn't even close to the caliber as the Vikings defense. So I expect Gibbs to have a big game here since he didn't have one last week.
True. Yeah.
He was pretty much stonewalled last week.
Yeah. You're right.
All right, next we got the LA Rams at the San Francisco 49ers. Rams are giving 5.5. Over-under is 49.5. Rams are at -250 money line. Niners are at +205 money line. Last time they played, the spread was 8.5. Niners won outright. Kyle seems to have McVay's number, except for 2 times since they have met. Rams, I forget how many times the Niners won, but McVay's only won twice against us. So this tough game because of all the injuries we have. And we just lost Mykal Williams last week. But we are getting a guy back, defensive tackle that hasn't played this year. I forget who it is, but he's a rookie. We're very high on him. We call him the Hulk. So I don't know his name, just the Hulk. But anyways, listen,
Tell the truth.
you guys don't follow me because I'm picking with my heart with this one. My head is nowhere near anything of this because my heart won't let it. I'm taking the Niners here. I'm taking the 5.5. I'm taking every point I can get with this game. Even if the Rams win this game, I think it's only by 3 points. There is no way that we get blown out by the Rams. It's just somehow, some way, McVay coaches against Shanahan different than every other team. And by what I mean by that is McVay's everybody thinks as the Rams as this passing team, with Stafford and everything. They're really not. They're a running team. They're a running team first, except for when they play the Niners. Shanahan always cohorts, somehow, some way, manipulates McVay into doing something opposite of what McVay normally does. What McVay should have done on that 4th down play against the Niners the last time they met was throw it to Puka because Puka was having a heck of a game. What'd they do? Shanahan cohorted McVay into running the ball with Kyrie or with Williams. And what happened? He ended up fumbling the ball and they lost the game. That's just a small example, one game. He's done this multiple times. And I don't know, for all you guys don't know, McVay comes from the Shanahan tree. He was under Shanahan. They both were brought up under both of Shanahan and McVay was brought up along with LaFleur under
Mike Shanahan.
Mike Shanahan, his dad.
Yeah.
So they're all from the same coaching tree. So they all want to beat one another. But Kyle seems to have McVay's number. So I am going with the Niners on this one. I'm taking the points. I actually think we're going to win this game. So
I'll side with the league MVP, Matt Stafford, and the Rams to division split because unless you're a terrible football team, you usually division split. It's just kind of the way it is.
Yeah. That's why I said don't listen to me. But I'll make the money off the game.
Well, everybody
I'm
keeps
taking the 5.5. By the
everybody keeps talking about the fact that it's Josh Allen or it's this guy or it's that guy. Actually, look at the stats. If we go by stats, which we don't in the NFL, we don't go by stats. Why?
I like Baker.
No, that's fine. But he's in the top. So he's in the top.
By the way, just an update. The Colts beat the Falcons 31-25 in overtime.
Jonathan Taylor 3 touchdowns.
Which I took the
third today.
So.
That's great. That's a good call.
Yeah. Yep. So
I
started early on my parlay.
Why do we even keep stats that they don't matter? Matt Stafford's been leading the league in every statistical category, touchdown to interception ratio, and all that for like 4 weeks. So we're like, who's the MVP now? Drake May. Shut it. It's not. I'm sorry you don't like the gray beard because you can't sell him for another 10 years. But the kid with the baby face ain't ready. Could we please talk about how badly Tampa is going to smash New England today?
That's what I just said. I see my MVP right now is Baker. He's still my MVP. Show me a quarterback that has done more with less. He's missing 3 of his wide receivers. At one point, he was missing 4 of his wide receivers and winning games.
I just need
And
10
looking
yards.
good why he did it. There's not to me, it's still no question. You could say what you want about, yeah, Stafford's look good. But to me, my MVP is Baker because the team he's been carrying that whole team on his back. Stafford is part of a team. That defense is almost elite over there with the Rams.
Mine is too, but my whole thing is that if you're going to not say Mayfield, don't say Drake May. Don't say. I got news. Todd Bowles is going to be bringing every blitz he ever forgot today to see if that kid can hold up. And I got news. Drake May has had a good year.
Okay, all right. Since we're already talking about the game. They're our next game on the docket, anyways.
Perfect.
We got New England Patriots are getting 2.5 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. New England Patriots plus 2.5. Patriots over under is 48.5. Patriots are at plus 124. Bucks are at negative 148. Love the the Bucks here. Patriots have been on a roll. Yes, Drake May has been looking good. Yes, but they have not met a Baker yet.
Well, the thing is that Todd Bowles is coming off of a bye week. Tampa's coming off of a bye week. They asked Baker Mayfield this week. They said, "What do you think about your game this week?" And he goes, "Well, this is where the football begins. Like you guys don't even realize this is where he wants to be. How close to the fire do you want to stand?" New England's coming in. That's great. And Drake May, yes, he embodies some of what his head coach is, but head coaches don't play on the field.
But can we at least talk about the job Vrabel is doing? He's doing a phenomenal job there with a very, very young team.
He is doing a great job. I'm also not going to sit here and pretend like they looked great against Atlanta last week because they didn't.
Yeah, they still won though. That's the thing.
Winning's win.
Win in the bad games. I mean, as much credit as much as we want to say good things about Denver, they look like one of the crappiest teams, but they're pulling out wins.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean? Like they look like garbage against freaking the Raiders, but they ended up pulling the win out.
I actually have an excuse for why they looked like garbage, though.
But I mean, this isn't the only week with Denver. They've been doing this week in, week out.
Well, they smashed.
I mean, for three and a half quarters, they look like garbage against the Giants.
Yeah.
I know they ended up with the win, and I know they scored, a number of points, blah, blah, blah. But let's just call it like it is. For 3.5 quarters, they weren't a good team.
Yeah, I think so.
My point is with the whole thing is that if you could still win by looking like garbage or not looking as good as what you normally do, that's good. You're squeaking out the victory. That's how you pile up wins. You just don't pile up wins up against the teams that you should win. You need to pile up against those ones that aren't looking as good. I think what's his name? Ryan Clark, ESPN. I can't stand the guy, but he tweeted out during the game like Denver's the king of ass games. Like games that just look like crap. So.
Yeah. It's really interesting. I think that you can there's a lot of ways to win a game, right? And you don't want to show like Sean Payton's winning poker games with a 2-8 hand and he's laughing at everybody. I don't think Sean Payton's calling or working his best games. And they asked him about that Thursday night game. And he goes, the offense really didn't look good. And as a team, we really looked pretty bad today. And he almost laughed after saying it. He ran preseason offenses against a Raiders team that didn't deserve to be in the same arena.
I'm just saying that and the point is they won by 3. And it looked like that. It looked bad. The whole
City. Yep, and Kansas City and the Chargers are sitting there and they saw nothing.
Mm-hmm. No, listen, I get it. All right, next. We got wait, where were we here? My games just flipped around on me here.
Yeah, we just started.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. We got the Cleveland Browns at New York Jets. Browns on this. Browns are giving 1.5. Over under is 37.5.
Sure.
Money lines negative 130. Jets are at plus 110.
Both teams are hilarious. Take Cleveland.
Yeah. Just trying to get through these as quick as possible, guys, so you guys get your bets in. We did that one. We did that one. We did the Washington one. We did the Rams one. Okay, we got through everything. We're on to the night games. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the LA Chargers. This should be a really good game. Steelers are at +3. Over under is 45.5. Steelers are at +130. Chargers are at -155. Listen, I was one of the guys that picked against the Steelers last week. I thought Indy was going to win. I mean, 6 turnovers by Indy, and they still only lose by 3, or by 7. I'm sorry. That Indy should have won that game if it wasn't for those 6 turnovers. Ultimately, just like I said, the Steelers defense didn't look good all season up until last week. Last week, they caused 6 turnovers. If they could do the same thing, along with Aaron Rodgers playing the way that they are, Steelers are going to be a tough team to beat. Everybody knows how I feel about Harbaugh and the Chargers. I love Harbaugh. I like picking Harbaugh. But with that offensive line still beat up, and the Steelers defense showing me what they showed me last week, I'm going to go with the Steelers here.
I like the Steelers. But the Steelers looked really good having a second game in a row on their field. They're not going to be on their field. They're going out to Los Angeles this week. You know, to me, the Steelers look really good against quarterbacks that really don't. I mean, Daniel Jones has had a great year. Indiana Jones, great story, right? And they beat the hell out of Justin Fields. The quarterbacks that aren't really there, that's what Pittsburgh has really teed off against. I think Justin Herbert's had a really good year. Give me the Chargers here.
Okay. All right. I like the Steelers. You like the Chargers. Monday night is I hate when this does that to me.
Monday night is Green Bay and Philly.
Thank you. All right. Here we go. Philly is getting 1.5. Over under is 45.5. Money line is -102 to the Eagles and -118 to the Packers. So that just shows you that this actually, I don't even know why this is a spread the way the money line is. It should be technically a pick'em game. And on that note, I'm going to take a 1.5 with the Eagles I'm getting. If I'm getting any type of points with the Eagles, with the way that defense is playing, and they just added Jalen Phillips to that pass rush from Miami. They added 2 more corners to Alexander and Carter to that defense. Yeah, I like the Eagles here. I think they're gonna be a very, very hard team to beat in the NFC.
Yeah, I like Philly.
Right.
I mean, that's as simple as it gets.
Yeah.
I really like Philly here. I don't believe that Green Bay is a good team. They're gonna be at home, and this is a measuring stick for the playoffs.
Listen, Green Bay's a young team. They still, everybody wanted to, and I was one of them, so quick to say, all right, this is going to be their year. They still need time to grow. They have a young receiver. They're one of the youngest teams in the NFL.
Yeah, that's a good bet.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, guys, that's about it. We need to get off to our games. It's 1:05. Sorry about the late start today, guys. That was my fault. Me and the wife ended up getting a Christmas tree online. I went artificial. Always said I wasn't. Me and Jack had this conversation already, but I'm just giving you guys the reason why I'm late is because of me. So on that note, guys, as always, please like, subscribe, share our videos, watch all of our videos. I have a multitude of other playlists on here, everything from opening cards to game videos, you name it, we're on it. So subscribe and look over at Old Gamer GK. Go over to Fantasy Farm Sports, subscribe over there. Jack is always dropping videos. Even during the week, he's dropping videos. So make sure you guys go over there, subscribe, watch our videos, and win some money.
Let's go.
As always, guys, be excellent to each other.